Boom, bada boom. I am not a bounty hunter. I'm just a traveler. I'm not a bounty hunter. Okay, that's one quest. I can teleport here and do this one. Ba-ba-ba-dum. Sai Luke. Is everything here now? Good. Stay all in one area now. Do not separate. No, why did it go back down there? You suck. Oh, now you want to be turned into bull? Tamra? Fine. I accept. I thought one of these were gonna be a beast tribe stuff for dwarves. It doesn't look like it. Yeah.
I'm gonna see if you want to grab lunch.
I have food made technically. Miss Spinach, espresso, more coffee. I'll take the go. Okay, all side stuff is done. Now we go main MSQ. It's still missing one other ether quest, I think. I don't know. I just need the main quest. Okay, so we're probably at the end of this place. Bye. Bum bum doody doo. Bum bum. Ah, good of you to join us. I'm pleased to say we have gathered ample help for the imbuing. With Master Chai in the process of finalizing his design, I have taken the liberty of dispatching all hands to their positions. You hurtle along as though I have my house in order, but quite frankly, this is the most disorganized mess of a project I have ever overseen, and I haven't spent nearly as much time as I would like on my calculations. So thou hast proclaimed loudly and frequently, Master Chai. Yet from my perspective, a layman's though it may be, haste notwithstanding, thou hast gone to great lengths, abiding by proven methodology. What the fuck? I can't even say it. It's not that hard, but methodology. I can't say it. To ensure the integrity of thy design. Aye, well, that's just the bare minimum that's expected of us at the Stoneworks. Though our glory days are behind us, I have not forgotten our time-honored traditions. Ah, but I should mention that the Exarch delivered the ore I asked for. Earthseed, I believe he called it. In the quantity, I believe he can fashion a suitable heart for the Talos. And then everything will be in readiness, or so I would like to say. Is there a problem? In a Talos of, well, any reasonable size, a single heart will serve to circulate ether throughout the chassis. But given the unprecedented proportions of that which we seek to build, I doubt that will be the case. By installing smaller peripheral hearts at intervals, I believe that we can maintain a stable ether flow, thereby solving the problem. However, we do not have enough ore for this purpose. Not for it, but to procure more, I suppose. Runar, mayhap now is a good time to bring them out. A moment, friends. There is something I would show you. I say, are these not heartstones? Heartstones? They are, the most prized possession of we of the Knights Blessed, and these belong to our kindred who have left us. Immersed in water imbued with fervent prayer, these stones harbor no small amount of magic, and we may imbue them with yet more prior to their installation on the Talos. What think you? Being from a different region, these cannot be used for the main heart. The peripheral ones, on the other hand, I believe they will serve. Excellent. Then Master Matoya spoke to us of the role we are to play. The Heartstones immediately came to mind. Of course, before bringing them with me, I made a certain to consult my fellows first. After all, the stones bear the precious lives of those who have gone to the Sunless Sea. But we have now beheld the Sunless Sea with our very own eyes, and by the gentle lights that glimmer on high, we know that there is peace beyond. Thus, we are also at peace. If our heartstones may serve to restore night to all, the world gladly do we give them. So, Master Kai, if you could instruct us how to distribute the heartstones. And Cosmos, for good luck, may I ask that you imbue one as well? Rest assured it is not difficult. Simply raise your hand and focus as you would when attuning to the ether ring. Imbue the jade-colored stone here if you would be so kind. Familiar looking heartstone appears to be glowing faintly. That will do, thank you. If the heartstone appears familiar, it is because it belonged to Todia. It bears the collective hope of the Knights Blessed, the hope that none shall ever again be sacrificed to Sin Eaters. Right, I have identified the spots on the telos where the stones are needed. See that they are amply imbued, then install them as indicated on this diagram. Understood. We will set about the task at once. When the Telos awakens and the way to Mount Gold is secured, we shall sally forth. It promises to be a trying climb, so take what rest you can in the meantime. We will see you soon. A moment, Urianger. You said that you would have measures ready in the event that our friend fails to contain the light, do you? Be assured that I do, all which I require lieth in this land. Don't worry, I'll be fine. I trust you, Urianger. So what's the plan exactly? I trust him. And I swear to thee that thy trust is not misplaced, as ardently as I pray for the preservation of this world, so too do I pray for the safety. So rest easy, my friend, and take such ease as thou mayest, the better to be ready for the trials to come. Bum 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 bum. I'm told the rock for the chassis is more or less ready, all quarried and shaped and laid out. That just leaves the imbuers to do their work. I'll continue checking my calculations up until the very last moment, but it's only a matter of time now. We managed to rally nigh everyone in Novaron for this endeavor. That's a remarkable feat in itself, but will it be enough? God, there's no point worrying about such things now. I'll get back to my calculations. You, meanwhile, should go rest as your friend suggested. My wife and the Exarch shouldn't be in the tavern. Why don't you join them? Oh, and Cosmos. Thank you. The Exarch? He went outside a moment ago, my dear. I would have thought you'd have seen him. He kept me company for a short while, and then he came over rather pale. He's clearly been straining himself, the poor thing. Anyway, he excused himself saying that he needed a breath of fresh air. Weak as he looked, I did offer to go with him, but he assured me he would be fine. I do hope he's alright.
The future is where my destiny awaits. Forgive me, I was lost in a dream. I needed some fresh air and thought to rest for a moment. It would seem I am more fatigued than I realized. Too much time away from the tower, I fear. It drains me, leaves my body frail and weak. Though, in truth, it is debatable whether I can still call this my body. When first I turned my mind towards the salvation of the world, I came to the conclusion that it would take many long years, many more than remain to me. And so I made myself one with the Crystal Tower, that I might live indefinitely. I am but an extension of it now. Hence my weakness the farther I travel, and the longer I am away.
Still sounds like Alphino to me. It just sounds like an Alphino thing.
But thanks to you, the end is in sight. My wish will finally be fulfilled. How goes the construction effort? Then this may be the last moment we have to ourselves for a while. Come, sit with me. Tell me, when all of this is over, what will you do?
I'll settle matters with the Empire. What I always do, seek out mightier foes. Rest a while. Good question. Guess the Empire.
Ah, yes. Even should we succeed in forestalling
You love being the
eighth
person in demand?
calamity, the specter of war will remain. But to declare your intent with such easy resolve, you truly are a hero's hero, my friend.
Is that
But
sarcastic?
whatever it is you decide to do, I have every confidence.
Or
that you will do
is
well,
that, you mean that?
for you have the strength to forge your own path.
I can see it. I can
You
see
will
depending
leave
on who's the
countless
one
lives better than you
demanding
found
you.
them, and the souls you touch will never forget
Who's the
your
one
kindness.
asking for you? I think it's what it depends on.
Then, in trying times, when you question your worth and your choices, they will raise their voices to remind you of the difference you have made. And thus will your deeds come to affirm your path. Remember this.
What will you do when this is over? I would know more of you.
When this is over, indeed. I once told you that there are things we can ill afford to lose. Things, I said. Though in truth, I spoke of a person. One who is unaware of the full extent of my plans. Though she deserves to know, I have good reason to keep my counsel.
Alice? Yep, I worked my way up through my department, so I know all the roles that aren't scientific. So everyone asks me how to do things. I just had to show the person in accounts how to batch a credit note. That's how I feel at my job. I am the go-to for everything. And it's a good feeling, but at the same time, it can be annoying. It's just like, how the fuck do you not know how to do this by now?
Yet my heart
You've been here for years.
everything bare. For she is my inspiration, and I would give much and more for the chance to speak with her as friends, with no thought of concealment. Should she indulge me with her tales, I would regale her with my own, about my efforts in Northrend, perhaps. Though, ultimately, that tale is more yours than it is mine. Then, I would ask her about her next adventure, and if she should wish me to be a part of it, oh, how happy it would make me. Together we would travel the lands and cross the seas and take to the skies upon the eternal wind. My heart swells simply to imagine it. But all of this is contingent upon our victory in the coming battle. The people of this world have entrusted their hopes to us. We cannot fail them. Nor those who roused me from my slumber. Thank you for your company, my friend. Let us return to Amity.
Amity. It's been a while since I have had a dungeon to do. I'm assuming I'm gonna have one soon. Worry not, my friend. I am much revived for the fresh air, and your fond company, of course. Now then, let us turn our thoughts back to the task at hand. Meanwhile, in the Imperial Palace in the Source. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, ba, ba. Your Radiance, I have taken the liberty of quashing the vile rumors that your heir is possessed by a devil. With the nation in the grip of war, we may rely on patriotic zeal to prevent them from resurfacing. And what of Emmett Selk? He has taken himself to the first, to usher that world to its end. Or so I believe. He did not disclose the details of his mission, having ever preferred to work alone. Even to those who have known him since the beginning, his actions can prove unpredictable. I am no stranger to his ways. He joys in playing me for a fool. Full many times have I been convinced I was acting of my own volition, only to discover all was as he willed it. My dear grandfather. On the subject of our esteemed colleague, his last report, though brief, did contain one item of interest. You have doubtless wondered why the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have not taken the field of late. It's because they are no longer in the Source. The hero of the Scions has journeyed into the First, as have her comrades, albeit incompletely. Their bodies yet remain here in the Source. This presents an opportunity. If we can defeat the Alliance prior to the Scions' return, we may eliminate their order at a stroke. And with the Scions gone, none shall remain to thwart our plans. It will be but a matter of striking down the hero upon her homecoming. Which, lest you forget, is essential to the realization of our objective, of both of our objectives. Through Hadelin's meddling, her champions threaten to wrest the reins of fate from our grasp. The world is at risk of being dragged down the false path, one which will never see the man reclaim his true form. 'Tis unthinkable that he should supplant us, incomplete as he is. Such a devolution is abhorrent, and it must be stopped before it is too late. Bong, bong. The hour is come, your radiance. Order your armies to march once more. Crush all who stand in your way. This is your heart's desire, is it not? To seize a victory that is yours and yours alone for the future of Garlemald. Oh dear, you do not wear the members motley. Well, I was never one to take an interest in tedious conflicts. The whereabouts of my one true friend, however, they interest me greatly. I but hope the beasts of this verse are providing her proper sport. I would know every detail, Lord Xenos, or would you rather I called you Elidibus? Unexpected, most unexpected. The immortality should be within the reach of one with a borrowed echo. You have outdone yourself, Xenos, ye Galvus. I have no particular attachment to that name, but I am rather fond of that body. Without it, I cannot enjoy my hunt to the fullest. Just remembered you making me cry yesterday, you heartless ham. I'm not heartless! Spotify just flashed up. I thought you would like the song, because it's like a punky emo thing, but... I like the song. 24-hour stream, let's go! By the way, your title still says Kingdom Hearts 2 and your game is still Kingdom Hearts 2. I changed it. I think you need to refresh. Can't type. Or maybe I do. I thought maybe I had it. I remember changing it. If it didn't, it's Twitch's fault. But I don't know. I feel like everyone has me and my friends call it slow song essentials. Like everyone has some slow music that they just enjoy listening to. It's not like a main genre for anybody. Not that I know of anyway. But everyone's gotta have a couple slow songs in their pocket that they like. And that's just one of mine. Hey, my last ether. Right, so while the two of you were away, I received word that everything is in place, meaning we can proceed with awakening the Talos. Once we imbue with magic, it will stir itself and immediately carry out its designated function, namely taking Mount Gulp in its grasp. Are you ready to play Kingdom Hearts? Sony, are you prepared? My seed was like 3.5 hours. It wasn't too bad, actually. I had to call you heartless on a Kingdom Hearts day. But yeah, but you made me cry at work, you dick. I didn't mean to. I didn't know you were gonna cry. I didn't know. So see to your preparations as meticulously as you may, and I will give the order to proceed as soon as you are ready. The people at work were like, "Oh, what the fuck? Does anyone see you?" Give the word and I will relay the order to awaken the Talos. Sorry, I need more time. Engage! Very well, let us begin. No? That's good. Yeestola.
Word from the Exarch. All is set on his side, and we may proceed when ready.
Well, we have sufficient stone for our needs. Likewise, preparations for the imbuing have been made according to thine exacting instructions.
Then you need only say the word.
Let us begin. See that everyone is in position. We shall catch Vorthree, mountain and all.
Summon the Talos. Also, Sony, you were wrong. The last proof was in Pirates of the Caribbean, not Nightmare Before Christmas. You made me go through that zone for nothing. Just so you know. That was your Count Nate the best area in 365 days. That was your first Kingdom Hearts game on upload, yes. 365 days was good. I liked that game. It is also a sad game though. Anything that involves Xion and Roxas is just never happy until like Kingdom Hearts 3, and even in Kingdom Hearts 3, when they reunited, I cried. Kingdom Hearts 3 was one of the another game to me that was like, fuck man, I'm getting sensitive. This shit actually that shit actually affects me.
Yes, yes! You've not lost your touch, you clever old bugger!
Bugger! God, him who cries, what a wuss. I know. Horrible. I ugly cried a little bit when I streamed Kingdom Hearts 3, but it got muted because I cried during one of the cutscenes that you're not really supposed to be streaming. So the whole thing got muted, so there's no more proof. I didn't cry at all. I was very manly.
Do you see what they're doing? If its hands are damaged, it won't be able to cling to the mountain. Oh, I knew this was a terrible idea.
But so I did a marathon, right? And Vinny hasn't seen the series. So like, to Vinny, it wasn't that like horrible as like the events of all the characters and stuff, because he literally seen them disappear like 2 days before they got reunited. Now for me, going through the damn series, like, these characters have been gone for 10 years of my life. So when they finally reunited, I thought it was like the happiest moment ever. I was like so happy and sad at the same time. It was an actual 10 years of them being in the realm of darkness.
We must try and draw as many of them down to the ground as possible. It may not be enough, but we have no other choice. Is that?
Oh snap.
Such heartless thing our sapling. It's cold and cruel and heartless. Summon us in times of need, we expressly said. Yet what should we find but the final battle joined without so much as a whisper of our name? Yes, we may also have said that we fae folk have no interest in the struggles of men. But if our adorable sapling had come crying to us for help, we would of course have flown to her aid. Of course we would. What are we to do with her? We are so very, very sad. You will play with us. Cheer us up again!
Psycho. Is that our bridge? Or are we gonna? Is he gonna bring it down? Thank you, Feel. I think they're mad at me. Thank you.
This I did not expect, but I will gladly accept their help. I will send word to Ysteller and the others. Join them at the foot of Mount Gulg and be ready to make the ascent.
This has gotta be a dungeon. There's no way it's not a dungeon. Give me 1 sec. There's coffee. This mount feels so slow. It's because it's so... This feels a little quicker, even though it's not any quicker or slower, but it just feels different riding smaller mounts. Everyone is here, good. Vitalis has taken hold of the mountain. As planned, we will use its body as a bridge to reach Vault 3 Sanctuary. The Sin Eaters will make us work every yom, of course. But we will carve a path through their ranks and meet with their master regardless. For the first. Last one there's a rotten egg. Let's be careful, alright? Last one there's a rotten egg. There it is. Mount Gulg. Jackie! I got a dungeon! Oh, look at all the NPCs I could bring with me. I'm not doing that. Alright, it's not a trial, it's a dungeon. Mount Gold. You're just walking around some fire crabs. Are you working on professions? The durability of my gear is noticeably low. I should go fix that. So are you doing professions? Is that what you're doing, or you're crafters? How do I sell? I have so much guild things to sell. Where are they? Here they are. I guess you can't exchange for guild there. Bi-colored gemstones. I don't know what they are. That's good. I just want to sell. You? Hey. Coffee biscuit. You just crossed the Ruby Sea. You're with pirates again. Oh, you're doing MSQ. Nice. Did you meet Gosetsu and Yin yet? Or you probably didn't meet Yin yet, but you might have found Gosetsu. I like those guys. Well, he's probably gonna stream tonight, right? He's got a raid a game. Ian? Yeah, I think you're looking for Ian. The static clear without him? Uh-oh. They beat the vampire without Knack? He probably needed something from that, right? It's kind of weird that they cleared without him, but when he's around, they like struggle. And it's not him. Like from watching him play and stream, it's not him. That's the issue when it's happening. So I don't know what they did yesterday, but they all brought their A game when he wasn't around for some reason. It's not him at all. No, it's not him. I know it's not him. I watched enough. I mean, but next week when he is with them, they should have no excuse. Like as much as like they're cool people and all, like I might rip them a new one if they fail next week when he's playing. His logo looks so sad without the green dot. Yeah, usually it's like yellow, right? At least when he's AFK. It's never like completely off. I don't know. I mean, it's your static, right? He's the leader. I mean, technically you should be proud, right? But once again, they should have no issues next week. Yeah, he finally got them to do what they needed to do. I suppose I should start like trying to get rid of some of these other quests that I have here. Let's see. Confront Odin in Earth's. That's a dungeon. Yeah. This is a dungeon. This is a extreme dungeon. I might be able to do this one. I don't know what this is. Shades of Sildy. Oh, you know what I wanted to do? I wanted to buy jewelry for because I haven't gotten like jewelry in a long time. It's literally holding like my item level back a lot. I'm like 100 or more like 50. I would say my jewelry is 50 item levels like behind like my actual gear. To the auction house. Bum bum bada bum 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 bada bum bum bum. Is it just like glamour or is it like actual gear? I don't know how the crafting stuff works. But I'd be down to take a look. Cause I don't even know where I'm doing. I don't even like. Is a market board through the auction house? Looks like it. I need this stuff. Where's the item? 515 item level. That's higher. Can I even wear that? Yeah, I can wear it. Level. I mean, that's good. It's only 22,000. I should probably grab this stuff. Okay. Are you an Uda? Uda? You're in the Ruby Sea. I think I can't invite you because I'll lose my queue. The Ruby Sea. I never remember. Is it Gurabanya? Well, this is in the ballpark. I don't think you're there yet, though. There's Ruby Sea. Alright, it's hunting season. We gotta hunt Jackie down. I'ma find you. You have a cutscene. I will find you during your cutscene. This is what I do actually when Knack is raiding. I usually try to find you without you noticing me, and I succeed like half the time. If you're in a cutscene, I don't know where you would be, honestly. This place is pretty big. You creeper? I am a creeper. I'm a stalker. I'm just trying to find my way home. There's nothing wrong with that. This place is deserted. There's no players here. You have to be the only player in this zone. If you're underwater, I'm never gonna find you, by the way. I do not want to go under the water right now. If you're swimming with Ninja Turtles. Oh, I gotta go. I'll find you when I get back. This reminds me of like Final Fantasy XIV. You're on an island.
So it is you. You will not defile my new paradise.
Alright, first boss. Don't know what we gotta do, but we'll figure it out. Probably die. It's okay. That was fast. What the fuck? They're tethered. I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know if that was a healing tether or not. I have orbs behind me? I do. I'm gonna have to dodge this one. Over here, yeah.
I will not suffer it!
Ah! Boom, 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 boom. A ring. I'll take it.
Come no closer! Filthy creatures!
In the corner, we can't see shit. Especially on a white floor. You can barely see the fucking yellow lines here. Hey, I got it wiring. The wall! Oh, it's a cube. Oh, you don't want to be on the spaces. Okay. Wherever the faces are, you don't want to be on. So middle, you want to be in the front corner. That's cool, boss. I like it. We soak. Front corner. The sides are safe. We're good. What is this? Do we have to soak these two? Ow. That part I did not understand. And it's happening again already. You just want to not be in them? Is that what it is? I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. Just don't be in it. Ow. Wow, the little safety pixel. Pass another a necklace.
And righteousness will prevail. Ah, can't you do anything by yourself?
How's your tank? Not as good as you, obviously. Not even close.
Very well. If you will not be discouraged.
Oh, hi. We're not fighting. We're not fighting. Okay. Titties. You got started without me. Boom, bada boom.
Stop that, damn you! I don't care what it takes!
What? I did not get hit by that. I disagree. I don't know what's going on. We're just avoiding. I probably don't not want to stand on the tank. Probably not a good idea. Okay, so start mid, go left. Nice. Bareback boss is calling. Okay. Bing, bing, ding, bing, 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 bing. I got rings and a necklace. Oh crap, I had a better one in here. I was wearing this for whatever reason. I should just go through all my shit and make sure. Where did I get these from, and why am I not wearing them? What have I been doing with myself? Apparently I had stuff in here, I just never equipped it for some reason. Bracelet. We have 2 ring slots, right? Okay, the rings is the only thing I like kind of needing. Alright, well, I just got a big upgrade. I don't know what the fuck I was doing with my gear.
The end is near, my friend. We have found Vorthri's hiding place.
Unrepentant villains! Will you not be satisfied until you have brought disaster down upon your own heads? By your wickedness, you stand to gain naught. Had you only entrusted fate to me, there would have been peace for all. You could have lived bliss in my eternal paradise, free from the burdens of conscience and purpose.
Peace assumes many forms, and I do not doubt that you considered yours well worth the cost. I was even prepared to believe that the end might justify the means. Ignorant as I was, I had hoped that you might mend your ways and join hands with us. That we might strive together for the happiness of all. But no more. Your actions cannot be reconciled with your words. Peace for all, you say? Yet when you were threatened, your first act was to sacrifice your own people in order to save yourself. If your paradise can be rebuilt so long as you alone survive, it exists not for the people. It exists solely for your twisted pleasure.
Hear me, Vorthri. The people won't submit to your will, for we each have our own. I made a promise to a noble soul, a woman who saw fit to entrust me with her legacy, and I mean to keep it. Everyone who stands with us has something precious, something that they cherish and would die to protect. They know their own hearts. They know what they want for this world. And by lending their strength to our cause, they have spoken. No matter how hard you may try to bend the world to your will, we will never yield!
Silence! Not another word! You presume to lecture me. Insolent words. You will learn your place. With my true powers awakened, I will expunge you like the filth you are. Your demise will serve as a reminder to all that I am the zenith of mankind and Shini to both, chosen to rule over creation by right of transcendence. My very existence is virtuous. I am perfect, immaculate.
He seems disinclined to grant us an audience.
Find Vorthree. We will hold the Eaters here. Come! Let's finish this!
Is this gonna be a trial? If I hit Vothri? Looks like it. What's the name of the place? Crown of the M. It's gotta be a trial. Yep. This, I'm gonna need to look at a guide real fast. The Crown of the Immaculate. Alright. Real Razor. Raid-wide damage, unavoidable. Heavenly Host. Innocence will summon Sin Eater's adds that the tanks will need to pick up. Daybreak. AoE circles. AoE circles appear on the ground. Dodge those. Sin Spheres. Meteor circles appear on the ground. One person in each circle to reduce the damage. Okay. Enthralled. Look away from the boss to avoid getting blinded or confused. Guiding Light gives adds new abilities. At 40%, he will move to the boss will move to one edge of the arena to deal raid-wide damage with Exalted Wings. At the end of this transition, he will use Exalted Runes and knock back stun players. After this, Vol3 will transform into his Sin Eater form. He gets new abilities. Righteous Bolt is a tank buster. Tanks have to tank. Okay. Wing Reprobation. Light swords will appear on the arena, and long column AoE attacks will appear from the weapon. The other half of this mechanic will spawn a turning blade in the middle of the arena. Players can move along with the blade or position themselves in the gaps. Okay. Rightful Reprobation. Long column AoEs that shoot from the cardinal and intercardinal directions. Once the attack goes off, it will go off again in a few seconds in the same pattern. Shadow Reaver deals raid-wide damage. At one point in the fight, Innocence will be invulnerable and adds will spawn tethering to a Forgiven Venerate. Players must kill the ad that is tethered to the middle ad. Once the ads are down, Innocence will deal heavy raid damage with a flaming sword. Then we have God Rake, a conal AoE that grows inside, light pillar lineup marker. Lineup marker on targeted player. Beatific Vision. Boss moves to the edge of the arena and deals damage from the center. Okay. Drop of light, large AoE circle markers on players. Okay, so pretty much everything is just like try to avoid everything. There's not a lot, like I don't see it like something that we stack on. Maybe the lineup marker on the targeted player, light pillar, maybe we stack on, I don't know. I'll see what people are doing. But it doesn't seem too bad. It looks like it's just really just making sure we stay away, we spread out for a lot of the attacks, and then just dodge all the shit that's gonna be marked on the floor. Okay. Welcome back. I have a boss. A big bad boss. 19 minutes of waiting. Alright, time to go back and look for Jackie. Boss. Like a boss. Like a boss. Wait, I'm underwater. Ba-ba-bum. This is also underwater. Still in a cutscene. Always watching cutscenes. I don't even remember this area enough to remember where we started. Where you start in this zone. Lots of fates in this area. Page of a viceroy on the beach making people shoot her friends. Oh, I remember that. I don't remember where it was, but I remember that. Alright, here we go. Big boss, big bad bossy. I think this might actually get me to credits.
Are you so determined to die? One last chance, villains! Bow down and acknowledge your king! Your god!
Please guide your belly. I don't believe you at all.
This will be a mercy. To me, my servants, feast upon these villains and their foul filth.
I'll suck this one. Oh, I'm confused. I didn't look away. I didn't even see him cast that. I was too busy worrying about the other ability. Ew. How the fuck did he turn into that? What the fuck? He just became handsome as fuck. That is not what I was expecting to see at that the transformation. Whoa! That's cool, whatever that is. That's cool. Oh, it's rotating. I see. And it's gonna strike again in the same position, right? Or is that later? Yeah. We have to kill the tethered unit. Ow. Ah! Stack on me, I'm the target. Oh, it's gonna do this and the rotating blade? I need to go to the edges. Nice. Okay, fine. That was definitely not my booba. That was cool. I don't even think a single person died. I think we all did awesome. Is that Vothri? I see. It's finally over then. Now night will return to all of Novaron, bringing salvation to both of our two worlds. Upon speaking with Reen, several cutscenes will play in sequence. It is recommended that you set aside sufficient time to view these cutscenes in their entirety. Should you leave the area, you may return here by speaking with the sentry posted at the entrance to Mount Gulg. Are we ready? I need to go to the bathroom first. Alright, chat. Get the popcorn. Movie time. That was actually a pretty fun fight. It wasn't like stupid hard. It was just literally just dodging stuff, and it was pretty fun.
Am I cast down? But is it you who are the villains? Father told me. I hope. I am righteousness. And I am a god. That is why I was born. As man and sin eater both. I kept the people safe. They respected me. Worship me. How can this be? I should be the one looking down at you.
Nope. I am your god. You have the rolls backwards, sir. This did not, like, go too well last time I absorbed a light warden. We were, like, getting sick or something.
Look, the sky.
Nighttime.
Fools! Were it not for my decisive action, the whole city would have been overrun, razed to the ground. Yet they dare to complain about casualties? Spare me.
You leveled again? Well, you should be now when you're an MSQ, but still, you're 10 levels higher than the content you're supposed to be. What are you now, 72?
I'll wager they were put up to it by
71.
those
Holy
riches who seek to
shit.
usurp me. They're stirring up the citizenry.
I'm staying like 10 levels away from you.
But if they think I will yield to the likes of them, they are gravely mistaken.
I'm almost 81.
To be subjected to such deplorable treatment, such ingratitude. You have my sympathies, sir. You do so much good for this city, and you could do so much more were you not surrounded by fools.
You're in Crick, by the way. Oh, you're not in the Ruby Sea no more? Every time I try to look for you, I get teleported away, so... I'm probably all the way back to where I was.
But I come bearing a proposal, one that will ensure the longevity of your reign. But give me the word, sir, and I will bring hither a light warden. By giving its power to the babe within your lady wife's womb, we shall create a transcendent being, a king to rule over all. And as sire to the king, your authority will never again be in question.
Amazing. Before my Vorthri, they behave as docile pets. With this gift, my line should be guaranteed power for perpetuity. We shall rule the whole world.
By all means, sir. United under Yulmor's banner, men will cease fighting and abandon their ambitions. Thus, they will grow fat and complacent, and in their sloth, seal your supremacy.
So it's Ymet's fault. Onokoro is the Aetheryte. Okay. Yeah, that is in the Ruby Sea.
Are you alright? Say something!
I can't visit you. I'm dying.
12 for Fend. She cannot contain the light. She's beginning to turn. Urianger, if you've aught up your sleeve, now is the time.
It
It's changing back.
The combined power of every Light Warden is too terrible a burden for any one soul to bear. And so I shall relieve you of it.
So I mean, he's gonna absorb it and then die instead. That's what it's looking like.
What are you doing?
I will channel this profusion of power to the Crystal Tower and use it to travel to other worlds. As I have dreamed of doing ever since I first learned of their existence. Who would choose to remain here in this dying realm when they might go elsewhere and begin anew? Not I. And thus did I use you.
No, I don't believe you. It doesn't make sense.
Damn you! We won't let you do with her as you please.
Do not interfere! Please, I beseech you all, let him go!
You knew of this, Urianger. 'Tis all a fiction. Such vaguely defined acts of teleportation stand no chance of success. The Exarch will never live to see another world, as he knows only too well.
Then, what does he mean to do?
Sacrificing himself.
He means to take the light with him into the rift, where he will die. From the beginning, he intended to sacrifice himself to save our friend and Norvrand.
At Journey's
Get
end,
up on the Hydra's back!
Makes off with the hero's prize. A paltry way to end a chapter, I concede.
Mortis, thank you for the follow, dude. I appreciate it. Welcome.
Yet your tale will continue.
I am lagging hard.
Will scarcely
Am
be
I?
remembered.
I might be. Hang on. No, I'm not dropping frames. At least not on my end. It's not saying it's me. Anyone else lagging?
Worry not. Whatever should become of me, I will be happy and free, safe in the knowledge that I have played my part.
Not massively. I mean, I have no dropped frames. I don't know. At least it hasn't showed up yet if it is. If anything, it's on Twitch's end. And I can't do anything about that. Remain silent. Call him by his name. Oh, it's this guy. I had no idea. The frames, though, in this section
For this world.
are pretty
for
bad.
Believing. Fare you well, my friend. My inspiration.
The fuck?
Only those who possess the royal eye of the Allagan Imperial line are capable of controlling the Crystal Tower. Such individuals do not exist in the First. Therefore, in all likelihood, the Exarch arrived here with the tower. This much I had surmised, yet I could not discern his grand scheme. To think that he went through all this trouble for the sake of a single hero. It's almost admirable in its absurdity. Alas, it is not your grand scheme that will succeed, but ours.
You bastard!
Stay put. Your friend is still alive, but whether he remains so depends on you. What a disappointment you turned out to be. I placed my faith in you, let myself believe that you could contain the light. But look at you now, halfway to becoming a monster. You are unworthy of my patronage.
What do you intend to do? It was you who created Vol 3, wasn't it? Well, yeah, we saw that. Go with this one.
I am an Asian. My heart's sole desire is to usher in the great rejoining. 100 years ago, I entrusted my comrade Logriff with the task of increasing light's sway over this world. This we sought to do by manipulating heroes. When that failed to achieve the desired result, I created Vorthri. Thanks to your meddling, that too has ended in failure.
What was your true purpose in approaching us?
By your 12, boy, have I not told you before that everything I said was the truth? You were specimens by which I might gauge man's potential as it stands. I genuinely had an interest in you, genuinely considered taking you on as allies. Provided she could contain and control the light. If not, then she, and by extension you, would be of no use to me. 'Twas as simple as that.
So, we've been found wanting. How disheartening. But even had we fulfilled your conditions, there was no guarantee that we would cooperate. What then?
Then I simply kill you all. At the very least, it would restore the world to the way it was before you went about trouncing Lightwalkers willy-nilly. Suffice it to say, it would be most inconvenient to have all that light taken away. And I would be lying if I were to claim his actions didn't have me worried. You still retain your form and your senses. But you have all but become a sin-eater. Whether you will it or no, your mere existence will serve to engulf the world in light. Those in your company will likewise turn into sin-eaters, and in time you will succumb to your base instincts and hunt innocents to feast on their sweet, sweet ether. Those few with the will left to fight may rise up against you. But before your absolute might, they will quickly know despair. There is no hope. We are finished. Mankind is finished. Ah, the irony. What Vorthri achieved through bliss, you achieved through despair. But I have overstayed my welcome. I shall look forward to seeing you bring the world to its knees, hero.
Exarch!
have naught to show for all the time and effort I invested in you. He is a small token for my troubles. I did not expect that I could learn aught from man, but I may yet learn something from all the knowledge he had hoarded for his precious hero. I pity you, I do. Your friends are now your foes. If you do not kill them, they will kill you. When it all becomes too much to bear, seek me out at my abode in the dark depths of the Tempest. There, you may complete your descent into madness with some dignity, far from prying eyes. Till then, I bid you farewell. Eat.
Back in our room with the Warrior of Darkness. Yep.
Ah, finally.
Was it just a dream? What happened?
After you collapsed, Emmet's self vanished. Then Reen did what she could to stay the raging of the light within your body. Thanks to her, you're still you, but she's only delayed the inevitable. You're not going to like what you see, but you still need to see it.
Is it still daylight out? Yep.
It's like this all over. The whole of Northrant is shrouded in light again. And it's because of you, and the power you absorb from the Wardens. No one knows but your friends. When they carried you down from the mountain, they told everyone waiting below that they didn't understand why the light had returned. Now they're out there trying to allay the people's fears, while searching for a way to save you. If you're well enough to be up, you're well enough to get some fresh air. Better that than stewing in here. Go on. Go.
I'm a bad guy. They're gonna kill me. Warden of Light. So I can fly now. Oh, Miss, you're awake. You were injured during the foray on Mount Gold, yes? I was here at my station, as always, when they carried you in on a makeshift stretcher, looking disturbingly bereft of vigor. And to compound my worry, the sky has, well, I'm sure you've seen, it has everyone rather concerned to say the least. Seeing you up and about is the first good news we've had in a while. Assuming you feel strong enough, would you mayhap consider a stroll around the city to reassure our anxious citizens? Braggy was one of those who helped convey you to your chambers, and he has visited several times to inquire after your condition. Boom, 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 boom. Well, well, look who's back from the dead. Hot. It was a grim sight. Your companions looked fair ready to drop when they brought you in, so I offered a helping hand. Couldn't bear to see them struggle, so... And you, my friend, I feared you had one foot in the grave. Cold and lifeless you were, like a corpse that was somehow still breathing. Then they told me some evil bastard went and snatched our poor Exarch away in the midst of chaos. Wicked white, what is this world coming to? But moaning never solved a thing, did it? Nay. It's times like these that we Christianian folks stand tall and do what needs to be done. Trade with Yulmore is back on the table. We'd best make use of those resources to fortify the city against the Eaters, or whatever misery the fates deem fit to throw at us next. Speaking of misery, Chesamil was worried sick about you. A healer wringing her hands is not a sight you ever wish to see, let me tell you. Hopefully the lag has fixed itself. I don't know where it was coming from. Usually it is me dropping frames because of like internet taking a hiccup or something, but it did not say that this time, so I don't know. Oh, sweetie, you're alive. No one's been allowed to see you. Even Spragics, Shurgans are forbidden from making visits. Reen was kind enough to tell me you were showing symptoms similar to Eater corruption, so I suppose there was a little any of us could have done for you in any case. As for your companions, they've been rushing hither and yon, seeking a cure to your condition. I worry to see their faces grown ever more haggard every time they pass through the Crystarium. I shall let them know you're awake, and when they come to see you, sweetie, please do convince them to rest a bit. They won't be helping anyone if they collapse of exhaustion. Ah, and our own Morin has been a little better, I'm afraid. He hasn't left the cabinet, too busy with his nose buried in one dusty tomb or another. Confounded. This says the same thing as the last. Mayhap I should approach the problem from a different perspective. Cosmos, it is truly you and not some figment of my imagination. Oh, but this is a wonderful. 'Twould seem our prayers have been answered. Feeling otherwise helpless, I've been scouring our shelves for the wisdom to explain this most worrisome conundrum. Why, with all the Light Wardens defeated, has the light returned to obscure the sky? I must have pored over 100 tomes, but no definitive conclusion seems forthcoming. So many questions I would pose to the Exarch, and thus do I feel his absence all the more keenly. Now that you are awake, however, I am hopeful the search for our stolen steward might begin in earnest. Catelys, meanwhile, leads the crystalline mean in preparations for battle, though against what foe? We are as yet uncertain. Why not pay her a visit? I expect seeing you upright would be a much welcome relief. What? Boom, boom. Alive and well, I see. You gave us all a proper fright, you know that? Not a day has gone by that I haven't heard folk worrying what's to become of you or the Exarch. Anyway, I'm glad you've recovered enough to stand. You're not planning on striking out straight away, though, are you? I was hoping to have a better look at your equipment. If we'd been able to provide you with better weapons or sturdier helms, then maybe you would have won the day and the Exarch would still be here. As such, we're keeping busy consulting each other on new forging techniques and designs and the like. If you could stand still a moment, I'd like to assess the gear we're trying to improve. Please, take these nipple tassels off me. Hi, well, that's some fine work, I must admit. It wouldn't be impossible to make something better, but we need to experiment with different patterns and materials, and I'm not sure we have that kind of time. That sounds like a challenge that he would enjoy. Greetings, Glenard. The Master of the Stairs is running his own errands now, is he? Is it stars or stairs? That's probably stars. Alright, well, my servers are distraught enough as it is, and I didn't want to crack the whip too hard. But never mind that. I'm thinking our absent genius and his epiphanies are the perfect answer to this predicament of yours. And by genius, you mean old Granault? He is a man of unrivaled gifts. I won't argue with you there. But what good does his talent do us if we can't bloody find him? No one's been hide nor hair of Granault since he wandered off some years ago. You know what he's like once he latches onto an idea. He's probably cloistered himself in some forgotten cave, completely absorbed in his latest creation. I wouldn't even know where to start looking. That does make things difficult. Still, if that eccentric is someone you're destined to meet, I wager he'll show up soon enough. In my time at the bar, many's the tale. I've heard told of strangely fated encounters, even if a few of them might be stretching the truth just a bit. We'll keep our noses to the grindstone for the time being, but on the off chance you do encounter Granault, you'd be wise to take advantage of his brilliance rather than wait on our slow and steady progress. This is all talk for when you're fully recovered, of course. I'll let you get back to convalescing. Before you do that, you're actually the reason I came over here in the first place. I don't suggest partaking of my stock until you're properly well, but if you're passing near the stairs, then I've a regular who's eager to meet you. I'd best be getting back. Just because the world's coming apart at the seams doesn't mean we have to follow suit now, does it? Here, here, we can't forget the heart upon which the city has founded, nor Exarch might not have much of a home to return to. Are you alright? I think a return to your sick bed might be in order. Or you might consider resting a while atop the watchtower next to the rookery. This damnable sky doesn't make for the most soothing scenery, but the Exarch often I like to stand there and feel the wind up upon his face. My character gonna already just jump off the edge. I'm calling it quits.
The people of this city have spirit, I'll give them that. They've not lost the will to fight. I can imagine how torn you must feel, looking at that sky, knowing what it means to everyone, and that you're responsible.
The secrecy is worse. I'd rather people knew. I still can't believe it's coming from me. It's all such a mess. It's a mess.
An all too familiar one. Here you stand alone, expecting no one else to bear the burden for you. You're in a corner, and there doesn't seem to be any obvious way out. But that doesn't mean it's over. However hopeless it seems, you haven't lost yet. I remember looking up at the sky like this before. Being caught up in a strange kind of calm. It was after we realized we were responsible for the flood. When we resolved to journey to the source by taking our own lives. One last sacrifice. One last fight. One last failure. And then the Oracle appeared and, well, you know the rest. There were times in the years and decades that followed when I wondered if we might not have been better off just letting the rejoining happen. That we had made one last mistake. But seeing that giant Talos stir to life cured me of any doubts I still had. Always we took the burden of fighting upon ourselves. That's what heroes do, isn't it? So we never had the chance to see anything like that. Our people coming together as one. To think that their hope still burns so bright. That they were still so eager to live, they would lift up their fellows, one on top of the other, till they reached the sky. No. We made the right decision. And I can finally feel proud of the part we played in helping this world survive. Well, come on then. As I thought, what happened between us was no coincidence. My story may be finished, but the fates have gifted me a minor role in yours. I suspected as much the moment I realized you could hear me. But it's hard not to doubt yourself when you're the man who caused the flood. I was afraid to do anything more than watch for fear of making things even worse. But no longer. After all, the path I once walked is now yours to finish. For what it's worth, I cast my lot with yours. If you need a push, I'll be right there behind you. If you lose control, I'll do my best to stop you. So, let us be about it, hero.
Oh, I was worried you were up here all alone, brooding and fretting and wallowing in your woes. But look at you, grinning at nothing like a pollen-drunk pixie.
Oh, fuck. She's gonna make me play.
Look at what you've done to your ether. It's a mess. And you have cracks running all through that pretty soul of yours. My poor little sapling. Whatever am I to do with you? Shall I yield up my throne? You could claim it, cut ties with the mortal world, hide away in the castle.
Sold! Let's go! You're a hero, Sonny? My own castle?
Fix the problem. Would it really matter? If any pesky heroes come calling with steel and magic, all of Il Meg will rise up in your defense. My crown and scepter are yours, if you want them. What? Don't give me that look. Of course I knew before I asked that you'd never ever heed such a wicked suggestion. And besides, what would become of my precious and ephemeral flower? Dear beloved sapling, you are lost, confused, and have precious little time to gather your wits. Your kind is always so preoccupied with what lies ahead, and so we muddle your vision with fog and glamour. But such trickery is easy to see through.
You got a castle? She was offering me her castle. Basically, she was gonna make me like king or queen of Il Meg, I think. But I cannot do that. That is not something
Stand
I
very, very still. Think not of where you need to go, but where you are right now at this moment, at this time, in this place.
Too humble, got it, yep. But right now, I have absorbed all the light from the Light Wardens, and now, like,
Our cairn of crystal.
I'm the reason the world's falling apart now, apparently.
Watched you go, his ruby eyes with warmth aglow. See yourself as he saw you, and that shall be the clearest clue. You stand in his garden, dear sapling. Ask his flowers what they know, and you will surely find an answer. What will you do with it, I wonder? I'll be watching and waiting. Waiting and watching.
Alright. I've got to be like super close to the credits, but I think Bonnie is ready to play some Borderlands. Alright, so yeah, I'm gonna switch to Wonderlands. Give me a sec here. And I guess we'll be back with this later. I gotta be super close.